All right. Remember, progress reports are due tomorrow, Friday. All right. Don't know how late your teachers will accept assignments, so just make sure you get caught up on those. Any missing work or any stuff that you haven't turned in. All right. So let's go over a couple of these. Most of these we've seen. So let me go over some of the free response ones. So you go ahead and look at number two. This is a two-step equal three-step equations. There's variables on both sides. So what you're going to do is move all the variables to the same side. All right, so you'll move the minus 7x to both sides. And what this does is it gets rid of it there, and then you get negative 3x plus 1 is equal to negative 5. All right, now that the x's are all on one side, you can just move the integers, the numbers, to the other side. So that plus 1, you do minus 1. And then remember, since you're not multiplying these and they're negative, you'll combine them and keep the sign and then divide by negative 3. All right, so you get x is equal to 2. All right, so you type in 2 right there. All right. Same thing on number 5. This is also a variables on both sides. So write down the problem and then you'll move all the x's to one side. So this minus 6x, you'll do plus 6x. And this gets rid of it here. And then negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4x. Drop the 15 and drop the 17. And then it just becomes a two-step equation. So you'll do minus 15 to both sides. Sorry about that. So minus 15 to both sides. Bring down your negative 4x. And then you get 17 minus 15, which is 2. Then you'll divide by negative 4. So x is equal to, and then both these you can divide by 2. So if you divide 2 by 2, it's 2. If you divide 4 by 2, it's 2. And then just keep the negative up front. All right, and when you type it in as negative 1 slash 2. All right. Same thing on 7. This is the one from yesterday. So you would write down the problem again. And then all you would have to do first is distribute. So you would multiply negative 3 times x and negative 3 times negative 5. So everything inside of it gets a distribution. So you get negative 3x plus 15 is equal to negative 21. And then this this plus 15, you want to get rid of it. So you do minus 15, minus 15. So you drop the negative 3x down. You get negative 36. And then you'll divide everything by negative 3. And again, just the same stuff we've done, all right? So you get x is equal to 12. So you would type in 12 there. All right. And again, same thing on number 9. You would distribute. So 5 times 10 is 60. 5 times 3x is 15x. Drop the negative 15 down. And then you would subtract 60 from both sides. Subtract 60 from both sides. This goes away. Bring down the 15x minus negative 75. And you would divide both sides by 15. All right, so you get x is equal to, I think that's negative. So let's type that into Desmos. So you get negative 75 divided by 15, you get negative 5. All right, and that's the number that you would type in on that free response one. All right, same thing on 11. This one's the one with decimals, so you would multiply 0.4 times everything inside the parentheses. Again, that's distribution. So you get 1.2c, and again, it's the same steps. And then you get -2 is equal to 4. Drop the line down the middle. You do +2 to both sides. This goes away. Bring down the 1, 2c, and get 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. And then just divide 1.6 by, or divide 6 by 1.2. So you get 6 divided by 1.2. You get 5 again. I think most of these you get pretty numbers. All right. So 5 is what you would type in. All right. And then these last two, I think it was the last two. Yeah. I think everything else is multiple choice. So we'll do number 12. So you're just reading and setting it up. So it says you go to the store with 16 to buy some food for a movie. So you buy 4 bottles of Coca-Cola for $1.50 each. How many bags of popcorn can you buy if they cost 3 each? So for sure, you're gonna have a total of 16 to spend. You bought 4 bottles of Coke for $1.50, so you spent $9, yeah, no, $10, I think. So 4 times 150. Spent $6, and then you don't know how much popcorn you're gonna buy, but they cost 3, so you write 3x, and you would add that to the total of your soda, right? So that's how you would set up number 13 as well too. You still have to solve this one. On 13, you have $22.90 to spend on 3 notebooks. So that's the total, right? And then after buying them, you have $12.40 left over. So you spent, your total was $12.40, and you need to buy 3 notebooks, right? So you would write 3x. All right. So then just when you set it up, so we'll just solve the equation. All right. 14, you know how to do 15 as well, and 16 as well. All right. On these last two that are perimeter ones, we'll do this one. They want you to solve for x. You know the perimeter is 23, so you would add up all the sides. It would be equal to 23. So you would add up all the x's, 1x, 2x, and x. That would give you 4x plus 3 is equal to 23. And then you just solve the equation. You do -3, -3. And you get 4x is equal to 20. And then you divide by 4. So x is equal to 5. All right. So again, you do this one the same way as well. Now this one, you want the length of the longest side. So you add up all of them. So 3x, 4x, and 1x, that gives you 8x. And then you add up the 11 plus 8, that gives you 19. And that's going to be equal to 51. So you'll solve for x again. And when you solve for it, and just like you've been doing on the first couple problems, get 32, you get x is equal to 4. Now you want the length of the longest side. So the hypotenuse looks like the longest side. So you would plug an x back into that side. So you do 4. You plug in 4 into the x, so 4 times 4 is 16, plus 11, and that would give you 27. All right. So that's how you do those. Let me know if you have questions, comments, or concerns about any other of the problems. Have a good rest of the day, and then let me know if you need me to go over everything else, and then your progress reports are due on Friday. All right. Have a good one.